First off, I want to appreciate you all for making it this far into the video. Right now, we're going to go over the build that you just saw the clips for. Those are cut up. I didn't want to bore you guys with all the walking around. There is a decent amount of walking in this game, so here we go. I got lucky. I got the Eternal Knife. Now, the Eternal Knife is a unique knife. It's a unique version of the Soul Knife. If you don't have an Eternal Knife, you can use a Soul Knife. It does still give you this +2 soul gathering here. The only thing that's different between the Soul Knife and the Eternal Knife here is the chance to gain souls, which means that every attack gives you a chance to gain, and from what I've seen is an average between 3 to 5 souls. It could be more, but that's what I've seen. So these are very important. Thrust attack is just always a thrust attack you saw in the video. The armor I use is the Soul Robe. This particular one is rare. The important aspects to this is the 100% souls gathered and that 50% artifact damage. There is another unique version of this armor that has a 30% chance to negate damage, which is if you're having trouble surviving, definitely pick that up. It does lower your artifact damage, but 25%. It only has a plus 25% artifact damage. So I don't have the unique version, so I went with the Soul Robe to get that extra 25% soul damage in there. The bow I use is the Soul Bow. Again, the most important aspect of the Soul Bow is this +2 soul gathering. The more soul gathering you have, the more each soul counts on your soul bar. When it comes to items, the most important item is the Corrupted Beacon. It fires a high-powered beam that constantly damages mobs. The 520 artifact damage per second, which is really nice. It also gives you a +1 soul gathering as well. The only thing you got to remember is anything that requires souls that does damage, if you kill the mob, it will not give you a soul in return. The other item I use, which is a personal preference, is the Ghost Cloak. I briefly gain Ghost Form, which allows you to move through mobs and absorb some damage. This particular one, which is counting, gives me 11% speed. I use this if I get myself into a sticky situation. I don't feel like I fight my way out. I'll use that to get some distance between me and the mobs. Sometimes I don't always notice, and I'll die anyway, but yeah. Personally, I like to play support, so I like to be able to heal my teammates, especially when I'm running with a group. I want to be able to heal my tank, my damage dealers. I want to be able to give those guys health while they're fighting, because they're going to be more focused on the mobs than anything else. So I use this to consume souls, and it gives it anywhere between 12 to 244 health. If your soul bar is completely full, or at least 60% full, it will consume... It consumes around 60% in a single use, and it will heal. And as long as your teammate's missing that at least 244 health, it will heal for that 244 health. So that's really nice to have. It also works with you. You just got to be careful if you have someone who summons wolves or the alpaca. You want to make sure you're away from those, because for some reason the soul healer does prioritize friendly mobs over teammates. Not sure why, but I do hope they fix that in the future. So yeah, that's what I run. I highly recommend it. It's a very viable build. And of course, if you guys liked any of the content you saw today, I do go live on Twitch Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays in the afternoon. You can follow my Twitter. I send a tweet out at least 15 minutes before. So you guys can check that out. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. I will be posting more builds and more mock-up builds that I find as I go along. So yeah, definitely check that thing out. I'm sorry. Check that out. I appreciate you guys, and y'all have a wonderful day.